Technology in Society was published in 2008, where it defines technology as an artificial construct created by humans to increase the probability of survival in an environment in which they live in. Well, the definition of technology has changed from the beginning of mankind to present day. I just recently learned that technology started off as stone tools, where the people using it were the ancestors of humans, Homo erectus. I'm currently taking a class called Tech 250, which talks about technology in society and how it has affected humans through time. By learning about the advancements of technology, it'll help us understand how technology has evolved through time and shaped us as humans. First, I'm going to talk about the history of technology and how it started. Then I'm going to talk about how technology has evolved or advanced through time. And finally, I'll talk about how it shaped us as humans. For us to learn about the advancements of technology, we must start from the very beginning to where the first humans existed. The Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History posted an article on their website explaining how stones were actually technology of their time because it was mainly used for hunting. The first humans, Homo erectus, used stones as tools to break things and also to hunt. As time progressed, stones were used to shape other objects like wood to become spears, for example. Their technology may only be limited to natural resources like wood, stones, or bones, but those technology during their time. In the book Technology in Society, as mentioned earlier, explains as time progresses, their technology starts to advance slowly to where bronze was created. All weapons and tools were made out of bronze because it was more efficient and stronger. And this got humans to think, well, how can we make bronze better? Well, after a couple of thousands of years of thinking, iron was created. This change replaced all bronze with iron. After every advancement that has been made, came with the same question that we still ask ourselves today, which is how can we make this better, or how can we make human life easier? Now that you know some history of technology and how it started, we can now talk about how it has evolved or advanced through time. The definition of technology now changes to where survival isn't an issue anymore, but rather making new inventions and making the human life easier. For example, one of the most useful technologies used today to go from one place to another is a car or a vehicle. In an article called The American Experience posted by PBS explains how Henry Ford created the first most successful car, Model T. Because Model T was so successful, better models were to be made for better improvements like stronger materials or better engines. And this got humans to think again, well, how can we make technology more efficient quicker? Well, according to Debbie Dragon, an editor of Business Dictionary, explains in an article how we use technology to maximize efficiency. Well, it's true in today's society because we use computers to do all the work, to do all the analyzing. To make any type of technological improvement or efficient, we just punch in the computer and there it is. But it really depends on what society needs or wants to make these types of improvements or to make it more efficient. Now that you know how technology started and how it evolved through time, we can finally talk about how it relates or how it shapes us as humans. Today, we rely on technology on more than anything, and it impacts our lives greatly because of the advancements that come along with it. Parmeida Shkahozeni, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, is an editor of Baylor Lariat. In an article, she explains how people are consumed by technology that we would rather text or video call each other rather than meeting face to face. She goes on to explain how video calling and texting can't replace a face-to-face conversation. Another example she says is how students do the research. Well, students rarely go to the library to check out their books to do research like the old days, but rather search up their information through the internet, like Google. Yes, technology has made doing things faster, but there has always been a downside to how technology affects us. For example, the one electronic that most people use or have is a cell phone. People use cell phones all the time, whether it's to check the clock or